Welcome, friend. In a world full of noise, may this moment be your gentle pause. Today, we'll explore a teaching that invites stillness, clarity, and inner peace. Do you ever feel like your mind is a lake caught in a storm? The winds of worry, fear, and endless planning stir the waters, making them murky and turbulent. It feels impossible to see what lies beneath the surface. In this state of constant motion, we lose our connection to ourselves. Our reflection is distorted, and we can no longer see our own true face. We simply long for the storm to pass and for the waters to be still again. Today, we will learn how to calm a restless mind. We will not do this by fighting the storm, but by understanding it. We will learn to sit with the turbulent waters until they naturally find their own stillness. The Buddha taught that the mind becomes agitated for very specific reasons. He called these the Five Hindrances, which act like veils that cover the natural clarity of our mind. They are the winds that stir the lake. The first is sensual desire. It is the constant wanting, the craving for something outside of ourselves to make us happy. When this is present, our mind is like water mixed with a bright dye. It is colored by our wanting, and we cannot see our true reflection in it. We chase after pleasure, possessions, or praise, believing they will bring us peace. But this chasing is a restless activity. It keeps the waters of our mind in constant motion, always seeking the next thing. May we recognize this gentle disturbance within. The second hindrance is ill will or aversion. This is the energy of pushing away, of anger, resentment, and frustration. When anger is in our mind, it is like water that is boiling on a fire. It bubbles and churns, too hot and agitated to reflect anything clearly. This anger not only disturbs our own peace, but also affects everything around us. It distorts our perception of others and of ourselves. We cannot find clarity in boiling water. May we feel the heat of this energy and allow it to cool. Third hindrance is a kind of mental fogginess, a sloth and torpor. This is not just physical tiredness, but a heaviness of the heart and mind. The Buddha compared this state to a pond completely covered with thick weeds and algae. In this state, no light can penetrate the depths. The water is still, but it is not clear. It is trapped. Our energy is low, and we feel unmotivated and disconnected. May we gently part these weeds and let the light in. The fourth hindrance is restlessness and worry. This is perhaps the one we know best. It is the monkey mind, jumping from thought to thought, from past regrets to future anxieties. This, the Buddha said, is like water whipped into waves by a constant wind. There is no peace here. The mind cannot settle. It is thrown about by the gusts of what if and I should have. We cannot see the depths when the surface is so agitated. May we find a refuge from this inner wind. The fifth and final hindrance is skeptical doubt. This is not the healthy questioning that leads to wisdom, but a cynical doubt that paralyzes us. It is a mind that cannot trust, that feels lost and confused. This mind, the Buddha taught, is like muddy water placed in a dark room. Not only is the water itself unclear, but there is no light to see by. We feel stuck, unable to take a step, unsure of the path. We doubt ourselves, we doubt the teachings, and we doubt our own capacity for peace. May we be patient as we wait for the mud to settle. These five qualities are the source of the disturbance in our inner lake. They are not who we are, but are energies that pass through. Recognizing them without judgment is the first step toward peace. It is the moment the wind begins to soften. But there is good news. The nature of water, when left alone, is to become still. The nature of mud is to settle. And the nature of the mind, when the hindrances are not fed, is to return to its natural state of radiant clarity. The Buddha taught that a mind free from these hindrances is like a clear, calm lake in the mountains. It is so still, so placid, that it can perfectly reflect the sky, the moon, and the stars. It reflects reality just as it is. This reflection is our own deep wisdom, our Buddha nature. It is always there, beneath the turbulent surface. It is not something we need to create or achieve, but simply something we need to uncover. The stillness reveals what was present all along. A still mind does not mean an empty mind. The lake is not empty. It is full of water, and it holds the reflection of the entire universe. A still mind holds the world with a spacious and compassionate awareness without being disturbed by it. This clarity allows us to see ourselves with honesty and kindness. It allows us to see others without the distortion of our own anger or desire. It is in this stillness that true understanding and compassion are born. So how do we invite this stillness? We do not force it. You cannot flatten waves with an iron. Instead, we create the conditions for the mind to settle itself. This practice is meditation. It is the art of allowing the mud to settle. Now, let us practice together. Find a comfortable position. You can sit on a chair with your feet flat on the floor or on a cushion on the ground. Let your back be upright but not stiff. Gently close your eyes. Let us begin our short meditation to calm the lake of the mind. Bring your awareness to your breath. Do not try to change it. Just feel the sensation of the air entering your body and the sensation of the air leaving your body. The breath is your anchor. It is the one still point in the moving world. Whenever you feel lost in thought, gently return your attention to the simple physical sensation of breathing, in and out. Now, bring to mind the image of a lake. This lake is your mind. Perhaps right now it is a little choppy, with ripples of thought moving across its surface. That is perfectly okay. We are not here to fight the ripples. Your only task is to watch the lake. Sit on the shore of your own mind and simply observe. A thought of the past may arise. See it as a ripple, moving across the surface and eventually disappearing. A feeling of worry may come. See it as a gust of wind that briefly disturbs the water. You do not need to follow the wind. You do not need to analyze the ripple. Just notice it. And then, gently, return to your anchor, the breath. Imagine that any thoughts, feelings, or sensations are like sediment or mud swirled up in the water. Each moment, you rest in awareness. Each conscious breath you take, you are allowing the sediment to slowly, gently drift down to the bottom. You are not forcing the mud down. You are simply creating the stillness that allows it to settle on its own. Be patient, be kind. The mind has been running for a long time. It needs time to learn how to rest. As you sit, you may begin to notice moments of quiet between the thoughts. Gaps of stillness. In these moments, the water is becoming clearer. The surface is becoming more like a mirror. Rest in this growing clarity. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just be present with the stillness. Feel the peace that is inherent in your own mind. Once the winds of distraction have subsided, the lake of your mind is vast and deep. Its nature is peace. Its capacity is infinite. Let yourself rest in this knowing. The stillness you are touching now is your true home. Continue to breathe, in and out. With each breath, the water becomes a little calmer, a little clearer. You can begin to see the reflection of the vast, open sky on its surface. Now, as we prepare to end this short practice, offer yourself a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for taking this time to be still, to care for your own heart and mind. This is a profound act of self-compassion. Gently bring your awareness back to the feeling of your body, in the chair or on the cushion. Wiggle your fingers and toes. When you are ready, you can slowly and gently open your eyes. Take a moment. Notice how you feel. Perhaps a little calmer, a little more spacious. This peace is always available to you. The still lake is always there, beneath the surface of daily life. You can return to this practice anytime your mind feels turbulent. Just a few minutes of mindful breathing can be enough to let the winds die down and the mud begin to settle. It is a gift you can always give yourself. The path to a calm mind is not a battle, but a gentle allowing. It is the journey of returning home to the quiet center of your own being. May you continue to walk this path with patience and a kind heart. Thank you for being here. If this teaching brought you calm or insight, consider sharing it with one person or many. May you walk gently today with peace in your heart. Until next time.